Welcome back to another episode of Housekeeping. So today we have some overseas trips news to share with you. Things that Eugene have done. What he done overseas, he will let us know. So let's go.
I really don't feel good. We're getting a
Is anyone here?
What did you find?
You are listening to Supernatural Confessions. Hello, welcome back everyone. My name is Eugene, and that beside me is Belinda, the SC succubus. Today in a very pinkish doll-like baby doll dress, looking all
Yeah.
virgin, but sniffing into the Vicks like some auntie there.
I love this, I love this.
What's that?
Ever since I discovered it, this is also from Thailand.
Ah.
Maybe next time on your next Thailand trip you can find. I endorsing this product.
Okay, hold on. Since you're gonna be an auntie, I'll be a pay also.
Smell already shook, no?
Okay.
All the herbs, I don't know what is it, but like, wow, woo,
I mean,
shook.
totally unexpected, right? We're not being paid by any of these brands, by the way.
This not paid sponsorship. This is genuinely I love it.
So since you mentioned Thailand, this one also from Thailand, but it's handmade, organic, all organic. So this is like a tiger
Nice.
balm for muscle pain.
Okay.
This is for, I think, rashes, skin rashes or itch.
Okay, you look like Zambat lah.
Is that correct?
Hey.
And then this is the smelly under the
The smell nice one lah, right? Wait. Eugene, I also want to show you I have a lot of collection actually.
Ayo.
I have a lot. Each
Aduh.
of my bag, I have one.
My goodness, you know you're like one of those old smoker trying to quit, then like stuffing this out your nose and go.
Yeah. And you know what's the best part about this?
What?
It's not illegal.
Yeah.
This one, check in the customer. Nobody, the officer just, okay, move along. This person in pain.
Yeah, I want to give thanks to Ajahn Hut who handmade these items. So
Nice.
yeah,
Is it for sale for our Supernatural Confession friends as well?
I think she's making one by one from Thailand. A bit hard to send it to Singapore. A bit hard to mass market. But I suppose if I'm going over next time to Thailand again to visit Ajahn Hut, and if any of you would like to support her. I don't even think she's selling this commercially, but if you want to support her and you want a few bottles, let me know. I will bring back as many as my bag can support.
I want pre-order next time.
Next time. I just
or
came
maybe
back.
she comes to Singapore. Maybe she comes to Singapore, she can help us also.
Actually, it's true. She's coming back on the 30th. Maybe I ask her to bring in some. Okay. Can. Speaking of Ajahn Hut, speaking of Thailand, I just came back from Thailand today. Okay, we're filming this on Monday night. The time now is close to 11 p.m. at night. I came back on Saturday. That's 2 days ago. And I came back after midnight. I touched down Singapore close to midnight. So that's Sunday morning. And I was there for a few days to do a recording, which I will share with you guys somewhere later down the line after I've done the production. But for today, I kind of want to share certain funny moments with you that happened to me the minute I touched down at Udon Thani Airport. Okay? So
What forbidden things are you going to tell us?
not forbidden. This one got Hantu story.
Oh, woo!
Okay, so
Screw it up.
to get to Udon Thani is not straightforward. So I fly from Singapore to Don Muan Airport in Bangkok, and then from Bangkok I have to take a domestic flight to Udon Thani. And Udon Thani is one of those airports that is not just single airfield, one small place, and you land. It's very clean, very well taken care of. But again, it's a domestic province airport, so don't expect Changi airport level.
International airport style.
Yes. So I got out. Ajahn Hart picked me up, and first thing she asked me is, "Oh, Eugene, what you want to do? You want to go eat? You hungry?" Then almost cheekily, I replied, "I'm going to find ghosts." Because I found that as I was researching, Udon Thani had some of the most legendary ghost story. But to be fair, Udon Thani or Isan area, the northeast of Thailand, is not near. It's not like Singapore. I want to go see Changi, then I just drive to Changi half an hour or 20 minutes. One spot to one spot can be like hours drive, okay? So I can only
Okay.
pick one spot. So she picked the closest spot, which is about an hour away or half an hour away to airport. Then we got to make a half hour back and then 1 hour to the other side. So all in all, it took.
About 2 hours lah,
Okay.
right?
So just to give you an idea of the travel time, which is why I couldn't do the intensive investigation that I wanted to. So anyway, went to this cemetery plot. Okay. And this cemetery plot, the minute you drive in, she didn't even need to tell me it was a cemetery. It was the sense of operation was there. So Ajahn Haq was driving. I was sitting passenger seat. Behind us was one of her a guy called TT, DIDI. TT, I think obviously is quite feminine.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay.
and so we were all driving. We were all chatting, and as we were driving down, half an hour ride to the cemetery, Titi was sharing stories about the cemetery. I said, this is legendary cemetery. There is this ghost there that has a smiley face, and he'll come out and scare people, and people will run away. Sometimes they will run away. They will get shocked and die. And there's one particular story was there's a motorcyclist was driving down the cemetery at night, and then suddenly the shadow came out, and it's just two eyes and a smiley face. He lost control of his bike. He crashed into the wall. They took him to hospital, and then he managed to tell them what he saw before he died and passed away. So this place is like very keras, people go there for investigation type one,
Okay.
Right.
You go there to kind of wait for the jump scare to appear, lah, right?
Yes.
The jump scare will be like,
So we really sold the idea, right? So obviously, with the tension and Ajahn beside me going, oh, Eugene, there's a lot of ghosts, So we were driving down, and they say that according to the legend, they think they know who that smiling woman is. Okay?
oh, it's
So-
a woman. I
Smiling
thought it was
woman.
like a smiling person.
Smiling,
or something like
big, when they saw the shadow, obviously they cannot tell the gender, but they can see the eyes and the face. Okay? Can see the eyes
Okay.
and the face. So this was
Okay.
where they stopped me, and then they turned on the headlights, the high beam it. Immediately, from amongst all the photographs that was on the wall, they didn't even need to tell me which one it was. I knew exactly what they were talking about. Okay?
So yeah, I really cannot see.
Never mind. Let me close up for you. I already thought of this. Ta-dang! Okay. So when you look at this photograph, most photographs on the cemetery wall, this is like all 40, 50 over years old. The cemetery itself is a few hundred years old. Most photographs tend to fade over time. This photograph of this particular lady, her eyes became black and her lips from normal smile became a full.
So she was like,
But over time,
this?
it became like that. So the eyes were black,
Oh.
the lips was stretched out. Let me try to see if I can make
Okay.
it bigger for you. No, I cannot. See, close up.
yeah, I can see everything is fading. Like if you kind of like squint, right? If
Yeah.
you kind of squint, right? Everything is fading. You can't. If you squint, right, you can't even see your husband's face, but you can
Yeah.
see your face.
So what they told me is, yeah, her photo did not look like that before. It looks kind of normal, but over time, the smile became more prominent. The eyes became more deep set, and then with that shadow character, they all believe that spirit is her lah, out to claim lives lah. So how much of that is urban legend? How much of that is true? We really don't know. I've not done a full investigation, but it was actually quite scary to the point where the minute I said I wanted to get out of the car and go down and look at the photo closely, Ajahn was like, no, come in, stay in, don't go down. Then I like, okay. So because someone freaked out, I then get freaked out, right? Then all of us in the car like, ah. So we started driving down, driving down the cemetery. So around the cemetery plot, there is like this lane that you can drive in a back alley. My picture here is really a lot brighter, but you can imagine on the ground itself is actually light and then stretches of darkness, then light and stretches of darkness. We're driving down, and they were sharing more stories about how this ghost tend to appear in front of someone or appear on the road and scare people to death. We were driving down this road. You see at the very end, there's an orange light, and then we turned to the corner.
Yep.
Just as we were turning to the corner, the flashlight caught someone walking towards us. I tell you, we all scream. All of us.
Wait. What flashlight? Why got
I
flashlight?
mean the headlights of the car because we were driving. Ma.
Oh,
So
okay,
the
okay,
beam of
okay,
light, we
okay.
turn the corner, we didn't see got anyone, ma. Turn the corner, then the light, the car light from the headlights caught someone walking on towards us on the road.
Then
Then all of us started, the heart stopped lah. Then I was worried we were going to run over the guy, but the car, he managed to walk past us by the car as we drove off. So seeing him, passing him by, and turning to the right and looking at the rearview mirror took all of maybe 2 seconds. You can imagine how fast, right? We turn, we
yeah,
saw,
because it's
we
a car
react,
turning, ma.
and he
Right.
goes, right? Then we look at the
Yeah.
rearview mirror, it's all dark, ma. It's like orangey light and dark. And we don't see him in the shadows anymore. Because maybe in the mind, it's like maybe he turned to the left or he turned down the corner.
I don't think you walk that fast. I walk faster than the car. Cannot be, ma.
So we all were saying in the car, like, you all see that? You all see that? Then we like, yeah, we saw the long hair, right? Yeah, long hair. Then we like walking by. Girl or guy, can't tell, but looks like girl lah because long hair lah. Walking right. Okay, all can see it. All walking right. Then we hang. Then the guy behind, Titi, faster. So we drive out of the place. So that's when, because I was filming as we going down the place, right?
Okay.
So later on, I went back to check the footage. I want to scroll in, like, like how I screen capture the...
How we always zoom in and stuff like that.
The minute I turned to the right, the video stopped.
Oh, shit.
So I didn't capture anything after that.
Oh, shit. It is a ghost. Oh, my God.
But all three of us saw the thing walking towards us.
Hey, I always very kaypoh. I don't know whether it's because I can see ghosts or whether is the ghost want me to see them because I always very busybody. The moment I see the person, I think don't know whether ghost or not, my head will follow him. Like, because I'm not driving, right?
Yeah.
Usually I'm just a passenger. I will follow.
No, but I mean I can see from the side. I mean, I'm not in the driver's seat, right? So I could see past the driver.
Correct. But you're holding camera, ma.
Yeah.
So then you will be very fixated on what footage
Correct.
you
'Cause
get.
I'm looking
right instead of the person driving. The person driving will focus on the road. Then the person holding the camera will focus on what footage you can capture.
Yes.
So I'm the passenger that is like then damn kaypoh.
So then on top of that, okay, never mind. Scare ourselves silly already. That's fine. We drive. After that, we drive out halfway. Then they were going to. They said next day got festival lah. They need to go and pluck some flowers lah. This was about 9-10 o'clock. I think about 10 o'clock already. So they stopped by a whole plantation or a row of, like, they drive into like some village area, all dark one again, no light, right? Then they stop. They say, oh, you can wait in the car. Then they go out. Guess what? We were in the frangipani plantation.
Your favorite lah.
Frangipani. And then they climb up the tree and pluck up flowers. I'm like, why? We just came up from cemetery. We saw things, and now you're going to a frangipani plantation to pluck frangipani flowers. Like,
okay, maybe their version of Miss P don't like frangipani.
Their version of Miss P is not connected frangipani. You're right. So there's so no connotation.
To us we like 笑料 lah, but then after that maybe their Miss P also eat babi one. We don't know.
Maybe because they pluck the leaf they pluck the flower is for prayer. So to them there is no connection between frangipani and horror. Yeah. So after that we drive back to my resort. Right. It's not a hotel. It's more like a resort. In the area there's no hotels. And then it was a very big room. First thing I came in, I put my bag on the chair. Then I went to shower, everything. I turned off my lights and sleep lah. The toilet light is on, so there's a bit of light coming in, but not much lah. Then the whole night, right, I was looking at this, right. Can you look at the photo?
I already know what you're gonna say. I saw it.
So this is now in the day lah. So you can see a bit of light. You can probably tell that it's not a person. But you imagine I was sleeping there at night. It fucking hell looked like a head and a body sitting on a chair. And because of my angle, I cannot see legs. So it's just half body on chair. My lord, it freaked the fuck out of me. So on one side, I see this thing on a chair. Then I turn to my right. It's a full-length mirror. I can see myself sleeping. And I was like, walao, rock and hard place can.
Then after that, later you see the figure coming closer and closer to you.
From the mirror.
Then after that we talk to you, Eugene.
Hello. Yeah, so that's my start of my Thailand trip. Um,
Sure.
of course, there are other stuff that happened and the great footage that I got for you guys. Great footage. So, look out for that one. I don't think it's be out anytime soon because the editing for that is going to take me some while. But enough of me. That's the first 15 minutes introduction today on my Thailand trip in Udon, Thani.
Shiok leh.
Shock ah.
Shiok leh. Funny sia.
So if you like to get first-hand news of such incidents, do consider joining me on Patreon, patreon.com/supernaturalconfessions. Depending on what tier you are, you actually get first-hand updates when I'm on the ground experiencing such things that I'm sharing with you guys. Okay, so one of this first one that we're going to talk about today is a house in Commonwealth that someone actually posted, and I actually tagged you on Facebook, and I said, let's talk. So I'm saving all this good stuff for today. We did not discuss this beforehand. Let's take a look.
Posted by Dixon Go. I saw this on Reddit. HDB unit in Commonwealth close. Imagine this is your neighbor.
What do you make of this? I mean, it seems like construction is going on, right?
I don't think so leh. This one look like witchcraft to me.
Okay, let's take a close look. So we have wooden pieces. I'm going to do a close-up. And I think the wooden pieces does not look like it's trying to support the wall or like the wall is crumbling down.
Correct.
In any sense. If anything at all, it looks like it's trying to prevent something from coming out.
Not too sure about that. But why I say it doesn't look like construction, right? Because construction usually they will use bamboo instead. Because bamboo is a little bit more waterproof and stuff like that. It lasts better, much more durable, rather than this kind of like sticks, right? And I also don't know where this person go and get like so nice long, those sticks that is like this person put effort
This
into
is
crafting
effort,
this.
yeah. This is not someone
This
trying to
really
do a prank.
Correct. And I don't think it's for construction lah, because that you see, right, don't hold any structure, like it's not doing anything. And all this wood, they are placed, it seems like there's a purpose why they are placed in a certain manner. Like you look at the bottom, like left hand corner, you see like there's a pile of like wood sticks all together jump up at the bottom left. You see? You see, this one looks like it's on purpose one. There is like something there, I guess.
Yeah. I do not know what to make of this, primarily because I've not seen this before in any of my investigation. But at the same time, it's also hard to explain logically what it's meant for. If you want to say, is the loan shark trying to play punk, lock their door, I
don't think so lah.
Is-
So
is
much
it-
effort.
is
They
it-
just get one chain, go and chain your door, done already. Walao. This one what NAFA graduate, is it? NAFA graduate become Along because of like, economic 行情派ah. Economy bad. I cannot find other job.
if you want to be an Anon, you got to do it right.
Gen Z Along. Ah.
I take my craft very seriously.
But I think look like they are trying to keep something inside, like what you say. You see like the door inside, right? There's a wood panel like what's that called? Barricading the inside. Right?
But you do this at HDB, like logically, wouldn't HDB complaint start and then they will tear this down? Like you probably take so much effort to put this up, because this is really effort to put it up, and it's going to be torn down much faster than you put up. So whatever that you're trying to lock inside, HDB is going to release it.
I guess. But then again, do you see this news? I cannot remember where was the place, but there was a news that someone built a onsen, a sauna outside the house.
Yeah.
But that one was for 10 years, then after that nobody say anything.
Oh yeah, true. Also,
So
like,
unless you got somebody care enough lah, to go and make a report, I think nobody usually will go.
I think if I'm the neighbor and I know that my neighbor is trying to keep something inside the house and not release it, I'll be like, you have my fullest support.
But what if
Ah.
just next door neighbor only.
Ah.
Then after every night you hear scratching.
Then our Supernatural Confessions fan got live story already lor.
Okay.
I'll host people here. Come my place. Hang out. Belinda, come my place.
You want to host the hantu? I don't want it. Tak mau lah. Mai lah.
I call all the people at Third Eye, one by one, all stand there. Can you all sense?
Then later we all like, like the cat, suddenly all look at one corner.
Remember that time? I don't know whether it was. I think it was your batch. Walk with Hantu Changi. There were 15 of you. 7 of you had Third Eye.
Is it?
Was it your batch? No.
I don't know. I wasn't told that.
So 15 people came, sign up for the time. This people, not like people know each other, so it's just random strangers.
We were all strangers. I don't know anybody.
Yeah. So there's one group. I remember 7. So we all were there talking, and we were at SIA building, the SIA sports hall on one of the spot. So I was talking. John was talking. Then suddenly I see 7 heads just.
All like cats are all just leave you.
I tell you, because he was looking behind me, right? I was fucking distracted. I was like, oh, what am I going to say? The show got to go on, right? I still got to go on, right? Then after that, I shift because I do not want to turn my head before I knock off one of the candle, right? So I slowly shift. I was like, please don't let me see what they are seeing. Please don't let me see what they are seeing. Then someone is worse because now I don't see anything. I turn and I don't see anything. Then I turn back to them. I said, what y'all see? Then they, you can't see. Like, oh, thanks, you Third Eye people. That does not help me in any way. Then later on they share.
If I see already, then what you want to say? Tell you what we see, man. Cannot be, ba. Later, what if the thing come to us?
No, but later on after the tour, then they all exchange notes. So apparently, there were so many spots that they saw things, felt things.
They saw things, Okay.
So
okay.
I had a tour within a tour, and then the other 8 people that came down, like they tantiong, they got extra content that they never signed up for. Oh boy. Okay, so with regards to this particular one, what's our verdict?
I say witchcraft.
Witchcraft. I'm gonna go with witchcraft as well, only because I don't know what else. What else is it logically?
But if you look at it like this, right? Okay, you see, you look at the what's this called? Door frame, right? They tie they zip tie the thing. You see, nobody is inside.
Nobody's inside.
They even remove the handle.
Yeah.
You see the zip tie?
Yep.
So means nobody is staying inside here.
No one's staying inside already. So whatever is inside
Probably
the room is haunted. The house is haunted. They shut it down. I'm going to go with that.
Yeah, I think so too. Because no reason, even if let's say you want to do renovation lah, okay, then this, I don't know, some weird ass company you hire, then give you this kind of construction work lah. Who will zip tie like that?
Yeah.
And then remove the handle some more leh.
As if the ghost need the handle to come out. The ghost go there.
Maybe,
damn, there's no handle.
Maybe every night they play in the handle lah. Then after that he dulan, they can remove it. Every night he like, let me in.
Maybe. Okay, next one. Okay. So just to give you guys a precursor to what I'm about to play, it is a video, but I have deliberately bumped up the audio. So just to give you a heads up, it may be quite loud. I do recommend headphones because there is a voice that I want you to catch within the video that would be easier to catch if you had your headphones on.
Okay.
But for Belinda, you no choice, so
I got my headphones ready.
Okay, I'm gonna put my mic close to the speaker. Okay, heard it?
Nope, I didn't hear anything.
Okay, I'm going to bump up the volume now. Bump up the volume.
Still nothing. So what are we supposed to hear?
Okay, I'm going to pause it for a while. So, what? There's a bit of background story about this particular confession. This was sent in by Sure Temporary 4559. He was working late at night filming a bird that was stuck in his workplace when he caught a disembodied voice telling him to leave. He was extremely quiet as he was filming because he didn't want to startle the bird. He was just trying to film it, right? So he was keeping very quiet, walking very quiet. But when he played back his video, he heard the voice going, leave.
Okay, wait. I hear from my phone because you send it to the thing,
Telegram,
right?
yeah.
Oh, I heard it. Okay.
Okay, so just for the viewers, I'm going to play this one more time on a full volume. And once I do this, means that's when the word leave is being said, okay? So you can look out for my finger. All right. So what do you make of that? You heard, right?
I heard it. Okay, so just to be clear, the so-called bird is probably the one throwing stuff down, is it?
Throwing stuff down. Okay, like there's one.
See, there's like stuff falling from the shelf, man.
Okay, so he did not even know the shelf or something. That was not what he was filming. He was filming a bird that was trapped in the office, so it was flying around. He couldn't get out. The bird couldn't get out.
Because we never see any bird.
The bird. The bird just flew down. I show you again, huh?
Okay. I saw.
Yeah. The bird is going to fly from the top right down to the bottom left. There, you see the bird? So he was filming the bird. There was no intention to film anything scary. There was no thought or talk about any ghost. But when he play back, then he go, leave. And this was him working late at night. All right. Speaking of scary, it's going to get worse today. Okay, worse. Just for... Okay. This one is sent to me by JY. And the background story is the house that the CCTV is pointing to belongs to someone he knows who has recently lost their grandmother. And this was within the 7 days. Okay? Watch. This is him filming the CCTV. Look at the top right corner. Okay? I'll let you look at the big screen first, the full screen, then later on I'm going to zoom in so you get two different perspectives. But look at the top right corner. You want full screen?
I on full screen. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Hold on. I give you off. Okay, the thing just happened.
What thing?
I full screen for you. Okay? Full screen for you. Wait,
Nothing.
Wait. I need to see. I need to look at the timing also. There.
Where?
Okay. I'm going to reverse a bit. CCTV pointing outside the house. The CCTV is stable. It's just that the person filming the screen
is moving around. Yeah, I get it.
Okay.
But what are we supposed to see?
Look at the top right where the gate is. Something's going to... a shadow's going to fly into the house.
Oh?
Not yet, see the shadow flew in?
Oh,
See shadow? Okay. I reverse again,
I saw the
Okay,
shadow.
shadow flying in now. Flicker. Right, flicker. It's like almost some EMF malfunctioning the place. And then the shadow flies in. Okay? The shadow fly in and the shadow actually stayed there. Later on, the shadow will start moving. Okay, look, the shadow is going to move. See the thing, the chair move by itself. Bottom right, you see?
The chair move by itself.
You look at that, the swing, the swing, the swing. Something that's like a swing. Bottom right. See, something's moving.
Bottom right cannot see anything, all black one.
And then the shadow is there. See, move. The thing is moving on its own, like the grandma's old chair is just moving on its own. See the shadow move down? You see the shadow move down? Right? Yeah, then the chair start moving again. You see where the cursor is? Yeah. It's like someone standing there. It's like grandma came back. Yeah. But it's quite big. I mean, if you look at the perspective of the thing. Then it goes out again. It goes out, see? Then come back in again.
Not at the door.
How not? Today quality stuff or not?
Quality.
Oh,
But I'm gonna debunk this and say this is a fly.
Walao, a fly. Okay, come, let me hear it. How is it a fly?
Because the movement a bit weird one. Like, if people want to come back, they'll probably come back into the house lah. Why just stay outside the porch?
Okay, let's take a look again. I think you might be onto something here. You might be onto something. So let's look at the movement of this thing, right? So we just fast forward a
If
bit.
the other camera also capture it, then I nothing to say lah.
Because the way it moves, then later on it just stays there, right? It stays there, and then it moves out. It's crawling on the camera.
Yeah,
right?
It looks like it's crawling on the camera.
Then it comes back in and stays there. So I understand what you're trying to say is that because of the
maybe a bug or something.
Because of the perspective, right? And because it's so close up to the camera, everything looks like a shadow. And you couple that with grandma just passing within the last 7 days. It is easy to mistake. Maybe. So that's one way. That's one plausible explanation. The other is that it's really grandma lah. Because if you talk about the fly, let's go with the fly theory, right? Then how do you explain the chair moving on its own?
Then this is coincidence. The wind.
With the wind. So the wind must be blowing strong enough for the chair to move. Grandma passed away within 7 days and the fly landed on the CCTV of no other time but just that week.
Maybe.
Okay, let us know what you think
because
in the
we
comments.
always on housekeeping, we always both team hantu one
Yeah.
Just for the sake of the logical people, I say, hello.
Okay. Today, Belinda is on your side, logical people. So let us know.
It's a fly.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I did not think it was a fly. My first thought was it must be the hantu. But now that you mention it, because of the movement of it, I'm leaning towards that's a possibility. I'm not saying it is. I'm saying it's a possibility.
Fly or dust or maybe something.
Dust probably not lah. The movement is more like an insect.
Insect, I think so too.
Right? Because it stayed there.
Anyway, Amma, don't come and visit me tonight, okay? Later after that, come back. Hey, it's me lah.
Why you say me? 我看我的兄弟。what? Not 兄弟 what ah? What's kid is what? 我的我的大伯囝啊。So my Hokkien also jialat. Chinese jialat,
Amma
Hokkien
come
jialat.
and beat me. 打我的屁股.
Okay, so we got a couple of good ones already. Not bad already. Okay, now. One more. Okay, one more. Watch this. Try to debunk this. Watch. The reason I turned off the music is because it's copyright strike. And the music is nothing to do with the scary music. It's just like some
Chinese song.
the emotional. I let you hear a bit lah.
知道吗？爱过，就是
Yeah, okay.
So this looks like Thailand
Thailand.
because of the words, right?
Mm.
But the chair to move so blatantly out in like the broad daylight.
So you have to
This one,
firstly you have to reverse, right? So let's assume skeptic mind, the wind blow, it reverse. Then he has to
this one
do
cannot be blue.
then he has to do a turn, and then it has to angle itself, go
And
down
then
a
he
slope.
like angry at the chair or something.
No lah, I mean, it cannot stop in time lah. But it sat beside the other wheelchair. It's almost like the husband and wife, or two people who know each other.
I got a drama. This
Ah,
one in the afterlife, the ama talking to another woman. The akong talking to another woman, then the ama buay song come and ram the chair. And like, 死狐狸精!
so the holy thing is on the plastic chair.
It's on the chair. That's why it ram into the chair. It's like angry. You see, purposely one. Bang!
Oh,
Steal my husband.
yeah.
Death also can't make us go apart.
Okay, so could it be the wind? Because if you look at this part, right, if it's the wind, assuming it's the wind, then the other wheelchair on the left should move. But maybe you say it's locked lah. Okay, fair enough lah. This one is they forget to lock, and it goes down here. Right, it starts to gain speed. But if you look at the trees at the outside, see, the trees are moving. It's actually quite a strong wind.
Okay, I think why this one hantu is because there's a purpose. You know, like as human beings, we have purpose, we have places we want to go. Even if we are lost, there's like some sort of pattern that human nature will follow, right? So I believe this is the hantu because there is a purpose to go and hit the chair or maybe to park beside the
The holy thing.
the holy thing. My theory.
Okay,
So maybe so that's my theory lah. So people in life we have purpose, afterlife also have purpose.
then poor thing, right? In life you sit wheelchair, then you die already, still cannot walk.
I don't know. To me, in my afterlife, I want to fly.
Yeah lah, then you still sit wheelchair like, auntie, you can actually stand up, but you don't have to. You can probably even kick your your husband. Okay, so you're going to go with the ghost is trying to attack the holy thing. I shall go with the wind.
Okay.
Okay, the next one, I think this is in Singapore. This was sent to me by Paris Maitreya, and he's like, watch this. It says it's creepy.
I have no clue.
If you took the entire
Okay?
This one look like what?
No clue.
Person in white standing on the road in River Valley.
Does it look like a nurse outfit to you?
Yes, it does.
It look like a nurse uniform, huh?
But for some
Don't know
reason,
how-
the face is blurred.
The Facebook probably to protect the identity lah. Kena
Is it?
sue leh.
I was thinking like, is it naturally blurred or?
Well, if naturally blur, I will scream. I will not be taking video.
I think it's naturally blurred leh.
Cannot be lah. Then what? This one is
When you see ghosts, you cannot see the face one, right?
Who say?
Then some people
Who
see ghosts cannot see
say?
face one, like the face all no features one.
Who say? Hello. How many times already I see the face?
So what? This is ghost or some crazy person? Okay lah, it looks like a nurse uniform, but maybe it's not lah.
Or maybe the nurse kena possess.
Or maybe a nurse
And
died.
then after
Nurse accident died on this road at River Valley, and then came back. I don't know, man. But the face is really freaky. You see, even if you blur the face, I'm thinking, right, because I do censorship and I blur people's face, you can see some form of feature. You can see like the eyes, the nose, the shape. You cannot see the face, of course, but you can at least make out the eyes, the nose, and the mouth. This is just one flat piece of egg.
Okay. If we go with the hantu theory, maybe because the person also maybe censor a bit lah, but maybe because the face was so contorted, like kena like you say like accident, then he have to blur so after that it won't get like Instagram flag.
How do you sense anything,
Do I sense anything? When I saw this, I a bit freaked out lah. I don't know whether necessarily sense anything or not. Because they have to be like of a certain malicious level. Then I like,
You know,
the goosebump will be
you know
like
what I'm
trapped.
thinking now or not? I'm thinking like when I
What?
blink, right, then for a split second I see the face appear in front of me like,
Later you see the smiling auntie.
hey, hey,
Hey,
ah!
hey, hey, hey.
Oh man, oh. Okay, hantu not hantu this one. I think this one. Okay, I vote this one is hantu.
I vote this one crazy person.
Crazy person. Okay, so audience, you guys have to be our tiebreaker, okay? Because today requires you to
Today we
comment.
not agreeing.
Yeah, we're
Today
not
we not
agreeing in any way.
agreeing.
So you all need to help us tie break this thing. Oh, good lord. Okay. Next one. Okay. Wow, let me spot. Goosebumps, man. This one freaking goosebumps. Okay. Next one. This one confirmed show. It's the actual video is quite long. Uh Ernest Camembert was the one who shared this with me, and he said just very simple tagline: Malay possession. Watch. You might, for those of you who are scared, you might want to lower the volume. Those of you
I got
who
choice or not?
no, you don't no choice. Okay,
Always no choice on there.
let's go.
Keluar.
Ayam kena jus.
Siapa? Jus dah keluar.
Jus dah keluar.
Ini siapa? Yang Islam itu? Yang itu katakan Islam itu? Hmm? Kamu siapa? Kamu siapa? Kamu siapa? Kamu siapa? Kamu siapa? Kamu siapa? Ya, kamu siapa?
Si Izul.
Hah?
Si Izul.
Izul?
Izul.
Izul, kamu dari mana Izul?
Izul.
Izul, kamu dari mana?
Hah?
Izul, kamu dari mana? Izul, kamu dari mana? Mengapa kamu masuk ke tubuh jasad ini?
Aku mau jaga dia.
Hah?
Aku mau jaga dia.
Kamu jaga dia?
Tahu.
Itu alasan kamu saja?
Enggak, ya baik.
Hai Izul. Hasbunallah wa ni'mal wakil. Cukuplah Allah menjadi wakil kami. Cukuplah Allah menjadi pelindung kami.
Jangan keluarkan biar aku sini dalam mani, Bang.
Kalau kamu nak mau keluar,
jaga dia. Aku mau
tidak
jaga
perlu.
dia.
Manusia ini tidak perlu jagaan kamu.
Aku mau
Dia
jaga dia.
cukup dijaga oleh Allah.
Aku jaga dia saja.
Izul, perhatikan.
Aku jaga dia. Aku jaga dia. Aku jaga dia. Enggak.
Dengarkan.
No, enggak.
Kamu nak dengar?
Aku mau kawan sama dia.
Kamu nak dengar? Kamu nak dengar?
Ya bagus, Bang. Bagus.
Jasad ini datang kemari untuk kamu supaya berpisah dengan dia.
Aku cuma pisah.
Apa alasan dia?
Aku cuma pisah sama dia.
Apa alasan kamu sehingga kamu tidak berpisah?
Aku tidak mau pisah sama dia.
Apa pasal?
Ya baik kurangnya.
Baik orangnya, tapi kenapa kamu menyakiti jasad ini? Hah? Kalau kamu rasa baik dan kamu rasa melindungi jasad ini, kenapa kamu masuk dalam macam ini? Sesuatu yang menyakiti maka dia zalim, maka hak untuk masuk dalam tubuh ini. Kalau kamu rasa melindungi, maka tidak macam ini cara perlindungan pada dia. Dan kamu yang selalu perhatikan.
Jangan keluarkan dari badannya.
Perhatikan,
Jangan keluarkan dari badannya.
Perhatikan.
Enggak.
Perhatikan.
Enggak.
Oke, kalau kamu sudah memperhatikan, maka akan saya bacakan Al-Quran depan kamu supaya kamu tersisa. A'udzu billahi minasy syaithanir rajim. Pegang lagi pegang. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Kalau kamu keluar, kamu zalim.
Enggak, aku tidak mau keluar.
Udah keluar?
Tidak mau, tidak mau. Aku mau keluar. Tidak.
Kamu keluar? Kamu keluar?
Tidak.
Kamu keluar?
Tidak.
Kamu keluar?
Tidak.
Kamu keluar?
Tidak.
Kamu set pukul.
Tidak.
Keluar.
Tidak.
Kamu keluar? Kamu keluar? Kamu keluar? Kamu keluar?
Tidak.
Kita baca.
Tidak. Tidak.
Kita baca.
Lapas darah badannya nih. Aku lapas darah badannya. Tidak mau, tidak mau. Tidak. Tidak.
I got a question.
Yeah,
Can I ask if like all possession cases is like something similar to this?
the few that I saw are like that. Not all possession cases like that. I think 1, 2, 3, 4. In my life, I think there are about 5 possession cases that are very, very similar to this. intelligent entity inside the body has a name, declare that it's actually protecting the person. Actually, my entire first story, how I started Supernatural Confessions, was the very spirit who says, I'm protecting her. If you cut me out, are you willing to pay the price? And I wasn't willing to pay the price. I just let it stay in there for a while. Eventually, when I removed that spirit, there was another bigger spirit coming in to take over the body. So, frying pan and fire. Then, subsequently, of course, I've seen such things. There are also times where these entities lie and say, "Oh, I'm here to protect," but fuck you lah. We can protect her or him. We don't need you. They cast him out. Like in this case, the Ustad, it was not buying that whole I'm protecting her story. And yeah, speaking in that growling thing, and when prayer was they recite the prayer, they'll be in pain. In fact, you can go and check out. You can go Google Supernatural Confessions, Eugene Malay possession. I think this was easily 2019, 6 years ago, probably even 5 years ago. I went over to JB. This is early in my YouTube content creation time. So there was no 18 minutes long featured confession. It was like at best 5 minutes per video. And it was showing, I think, a mother, a daughter, and another boy, separate incidences, all having this sort of Malay exorcism. And all very similar.
To me, it feels like whatever is possessing the body, it's like a child like that. It's like, I don't want means I don't want.
Yeah.
I don't want means I don't
Like
want.
very petulant, right?
Yeah. Because I see children day to day, they really behave like children.
And then, like, she's my friend, I want to play with her, I don't want to leave. So there's a bit of attachment because
there's attachment. Then after you have to do like a bit of negotiation, a bit of like trade offer. I offer you something in return. Like like whatever they always said. The children like to say, I don't want to leave the playground. I want to stay here.
yeah.
Right. When you ask your children to go home, they don't want to go home, one.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
It was, I don't want. I want to stay here. 5 more minutes.
Yeah. So that particular incident, the entire video, I gotta give credit to where credit is due. I can't find his. I went to search this full length video, and I need to give credit to this person. It's Light something, Heaven Light or Light something. It's actual video. He posted it up many 2011. He posted.
Maybe you do it in the YouTube credits.
Yeah, I probably put it in the description for you to get to see the full length. That's how possession looks like, and I do believe that's a real possession. If someone is crazy, then the craziness should also happen after the possession, not after the exorcism. Not like exorcise finish and come back to sanity. I think mental illness don't work that way. But for this girl, they actually, at the end of the 9 minutes long video, they exorcised the spirit. The spirit was amicable to leave and follow Allah. So it was very nice. They pray, and they give her a chance. Why do you serve Allah? You can be an Allah Djinn, a good Muslim Djinn. And then eventually the spirit agreed and then left the body. And she's okay.
Okay. Like I because all this is very new, right? I don't think normal people will see possessed case, right? Unless you are working in the spiritual field, maybe like your ustad or maybe like a priest, and then you're being called to go in and do like this kind of cleansing ritual and stuff like that. Because to me, all of this is very, very fresh. So I don't like necessarily know, is this the same with like let's say the Christian possessing, and then after you have the Chinese possessing, and then you have the maybe the
Christian
like the no religion possessing.
I had one case. They were the Christian one is very, very simple. Very simple. It's just deliverance. Not even exorcism. Exorcism is a Catholic term. So
okay.
the girl, I think the sister, she was possessed, unclean spirit, and she was like talking in a man's voice. They just sat down and read the Bible.
Then that's all.
It took a lot longer, like I think 1 hour plus. They just read, lay on hands, read, call upon Jesus Christ's name, and that was it. It was prayer. But I did not follow up. I don't know whether it came back or not. But that was a one time. Catholic one, I did not see firsthand.
Because Catholic we always see from the movies, man.
Yeah.
Then they were like, leave, be gone, evil spirit.
The power of Christ
And
compels
I
you.
don't know how is it
There's
like,
the cross
like
thing and
mine don't.
everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's the holy water and everything. So that's more of a Catholic
Correct,
faith.
correct.
The Taoist one also quite fierce. Taoist one, they'll put you on a chair, then they'll summon the spirit out, then they will negotiate. You don't
They
negotiate
will put you on a chair.
one chair lah. Let you sit down
Hey,
and
I
be
think I
comfortable.
kena before.
Huh? What happened?
Like the memory coming back to me. Okay, when I was a kid, I went to Haw Par Villa. Okay, so I went to Haw Par Villa. Then after that, I was very sick, I remember. Then I remember they bring me to a temple near my house. Then they put me on a wooden chair. Because all this happened when I was in kindergarten, so I cannot really remember. Then after that, they put me on a wooden chair. Then after that, then they start chanting and stuff like that. Like, you know, like you as a kid, you're sick, you're having fever, you don't really like understand what's going on. And then after that, then they made me. That's why I remember I told you my dad and my brother had to like hold me down to like drink the
Yeah.
full water.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the incident.
Oh wow. So
I
you
don't
got
know whether
possession
was I
case,
actually possessed or not lah, but like what wooden chair suddenly like very familiar this wooden chair.
Yeah, they sit you on a chair lah. So that's where they will tan with you and negotiate.
I don't think anything inside me lah. Who knows? No, I asked, nobody want to tell me anything. Everybody say forget.
They purposely. I got a feeling you can.
I think so.
Okay. Wow. Thanks
Okay,
for
so the
thanks for-
Chinese one, they put you in a wooden chair
put
lah,
you on a
right?
wooden chair, then they negotiate with you. And Taoist is very fierce. So if you don't leave, so they give you a chance first. If you don't leave, right, the Taoist way is able to. Okay, I can't remember the Chinese word. Sui po your soul means you don't even reincarnate.
Oh, yeah. I heard of that term.
Nah, you cui, then you just go into nothingness. The Tibetan one and the Buddhist one is actually very compassionate. They will ling, they owe money, part me home. They will give you compassion. They will negotiate with you to leave. And if you thought Christian one takes long, Buddhist one takes even longer. They don't whack the spirit.
So nice, ah.
Compassion. We give you merit, slowly go. Eventually you'll go. Eventually. One of the master told me, Master Sam, he says, well, he had a spirit that was tormenting him for 10 years.
How?
He was just giving a compassionate route because he was Taoist before. He's smacked spirits, and then he realized this one spirit that he smacked came back to smack him harder. so obviously he's a young practitioner. So chew off more
Just
than
whatever your master tell you, then you just copy lah, right?
I can smack ghosts. Okay lah, I smack ghosts lah. You don't leave, I smack you. Then kena smack back. So for 10 years he got smacked, and then eventually because he was doing compassion prayer, the spirit actually said, I find your dedication very sincere. I'm now willing to help you.
Oh.
Yeah. Another case, the Sifu was not too lucky. He smacked the spirit. I shared this story before on FNL. He smacked the spirit left, went down to hell to complain because the two spirits had black flag. They had the hell's mandate to
They got a permit lah. They got permit.
yeah, you got permit, you still whack them, they come and whack you twice as hard lah. Then yeah, he quite chill after that. So the Taoist one is that style. Sometimes they just have to call, they have to chant and just call their backer. They have their seal. They're the wooden piece, it's like with the mandate of heaven. I'm summoning. I'm giving you. I'm basically showing you my warrant card, right? To fuck off now. I'll whack you. Tibetan also use they have like bells and the.
I know. I saw your bells before with the colorful flag one, right?
This one.
They have like the colorful flag for the Tibetan.
So the Tibetan flag, that one is for compassion. So you put the flags along the place to pump in compassion energy, positive energy into the place. So this one is a puba. It's meant to fight spirits. So there's two different kinds of puba. This is the one for Mahakala one. The other one is a horse one. So that's both for defender and protection. So again, all these are used for fighting. And there's one Tibetan priest I saw. He had a much bigger one. His was, I think, about 12 inch. Mine's only 6 inch. So he
It's enough, Eugene. It's enough.
Thanks, B.
In the comment section again.
Right, you guys heard her first hand. 6 is enough. Okay, you put this down into like on the ground, right? And this is going to protect the entire.
6 in more than enough. Wow. 15 cm, not enough. I'm going to explode already.
Yeah, so this is how the Tibetan does it. I think Hindu use a very fire ritual. So they use fire to cleanse. What others? Did I miss out anyone? Thai? Okay lah, Thai just got their own way of chanting also. Then I think that some of them they make you eat a sireh leaf to spit out to purge out the black energy. Anyway, this talking about shamanism and all that. Okay, stay tuned because one of our topic later, quite long, was about a person giving us some information about shamans. But before that, I want to show you something really interesting. This is the scariest confession we have tonight. Of all the videos I show you, this is one of the fucking scary one. Are you ready?
All right, hit it.
I turn off the audio lah, just in case. Yeah.
No more scary liao. You give disclaimers,
Yeah. Ten cyborg cockroaches deployed as rescue contingent.
Alamak,
This is the Myanmar.
This one. Continue.
Yes, Myanmar. The collapse, right? So the humanitarian Singapore sent cockroaches with camera fitted on them, going in to find survivors. Fuck me, man. Fuck.
I think Eugene will just, you know what? Eugene will just die from a heart attack.
Can you imagine you are trapped there under a rubber and this cockroach come up to you? And crawling on you. I would fucking claw my way out of the rubble myself and help people along the way.
Hey, what if, okay, they saw you, then after they saw you, like, trapped under the rubber, then you like, then you like had a heart attack, then you die.
Yeah.
Then after they send this footage to the insurance company, then they tell you, this man died of a heart attack. It's not from natural disaster. His claim should be approved.
Maybe that's how they find the victims. Because if the cockroach came down, you hear all the screams. I think there's someone there, sir. I think there's someone there also. Okay, I mean, calamity and all that is sad. I know, it's very unfortunate, but I can't help but imagine myself trapped in the rubble with a fucking cockroach in my face.
Hey, but it's kind of smart how the cockroach can like go and like really scavenge and find survivors. Like, do they have to like train? You have to go and find human scent, or what is going on? Like, I want to know.
You cannot pay me enough to be a cockroach trainer, okay? There's no money in the world that you can afford to pay me to be a cockroach trainer. Also, I don't think cockroach can be trained that way lah. So what I think is there's actually electrodes to send electricity pulses into the cockroach feelers to turn it left and right.
Oh, I thought like rat like that, the mouse. Then after that they just, good boy, here's a cheese for you.
Good boy. Okay, I want to shut this off. Anyway, next one is talking about shamans. Let's go. Why did you read this?
Okay, so this is
We take turn. I got a lot.
I need to have a drink first. You see, laugh until don't worry.
There's a few pages worth, 6 pages worth.
Yeah, this one I know all the confession pretty long.
Okay, by anonymous member.
Okay, I promise to write more about shamans from my husband's home country. So here goes. My husband is from a deeply religious country, and rituals are often conducted for all sorts of reasons. Annual home ritual are usually during the winter months, annual reciting of prayers books, when someone is immigrating overseas, when someone is sick, or simply for wealth, health, and progress in life. Not everyone can conduct this ritual easily due to ergonomics and logistic reasons. Those who cannot conduct rituals for whatever reason should go to a monastery. Thus, it is not uncommon for these people there to usually visit shamans, seer, or monks often. Usually, these consultation services are free or pay a token fee, unlike Singapore or anywhere else.
That's right. Singapore, you actually pay a very high sum for shamans. Okay, I'll tell you the market
Okay,
rate
okay,
later.
wait. I also got disclaimer
Ah,
because you know why the
ah,
shamans, right? Some shamans, right, who don't work for money, right, because they just work really out of the compassion of their heart.
ah.
They got full time job one, you know. Then on
Yeah.
top of that, the shaman is their part time job.
Yes.
Then as a person, who honestly want to work two job?
No. Yeah.
Tiring shag
I.
you cannot fault people
No.
for wanting to charge a high price because that's the full-time practitioner package lah,
Correct. Correct.
right? Then the experience, the skill is also different lah, right? So just a disclaimer,
Mm.
okay, why you pay a certain price for certain service.
It's like you go doctor also cannot be free lah. Right.
I
You
mean,
go
free
service
doctor,
line.
you dare to go meh?
I mean, you got your free clinics lah, but there's like the temple, everything. They have donations. The doctors get paid. It's just that the money came from donations.
Yes, but also free doctor, I don't dare to go lah. What free
Yeah.
doctor clinic? Later I die already.
Free surgery. Come by here.
No, thank you.
Then
I
the-
like my liver where it
And the
is.
sign is like use marker. One. Okay.
Okay, moving on to the
Moving
story.
on. Okay.
Okay, so the first shaman, when we first moved into the house, we set up an altar at our home. Because my husband and I are from the same religion but different branches. We have different statues and images in the altar. After that, we often squabble and our child got sick easily. My husband told my mother in law, and she went to consult an old lady. This old lady is bedbound and only available in certain times of the year because during other times she would be quote unquote dead or in hibernation. It's very hard for my husband to translate to me as some words are only understood in their language. Just like for Chinese, there are some terms that only our language or dialect can describe. This old lady told my mother-in-law they were praying for different gods. For a while, I refused to believe this because we are from the same religion, and we visit the same religious places, just a different branch. Example,
Mahayana Buddhism
Menhaya.
and Theravada.
Ah, okay. So I felt that it was the same religion.
Because
Do
both
not
Buddha
differentiate. Yeah, they do not differentiate between the different branches, sectors, and as long as we learn and practice from it, our religion with faith. So it was only after Master To was at my house that he pointed out that our altars occupants were not in sync. So they 打架 lah, in a sense, fighting, right? Okay. So I was slightly shocked as I recalled what the old lady said. Master To then communicated with our gods and reached a consensus with them that they were fine if the images above the statues were removed as the images were pressing the statues. To be honest, I never liked the images that my husband passed all over the altar, messy and not aligned there and here. Some more, they were printed out on printed out on a A4 paper, laminated, and some cut to size for etc. As my husband removed these pictures, I could sense that he felt sad. I talked to Master To as if in the future, should I let my husband have altar space, that would
That would mean
that would
giving
give
up my own statues.
and I couldn't bear to do so, as I have a lot of affinity with them, and I even had a dream when I encountered one of them before I even had the altar at my home, or even before I knew much about this deity. I thought that Master To would align with me based on this, but he said something that made me decide to let my husband have the altar space. We eventually invited new statues from my husband country during a home trip. We were so fated to visit them home, to invite them home. It was as if they were waiting for us. We found someone to take care of my existing statues. Within a day, this bro showed me a picture of them being worshipped in a even grander altar. All fated. Okay, Shaman 2. When me and my husband were still dating, in a long distance relationship, we were both unsure if we would end up together due to the distance and different cultures. After we got married and settled down in Singapore, he told me his cousin eventually bought him to consult a fortune teller, an man with a parrot. The old man told him, "Don't worry, now you are not together with your girl, but eventually you will be together." Oh, so sweet. Shaman tree. I was told going through
I was going through a rough
sorry,
time.
so much words. Okay. I was going through a rough time in 2023 when I lost my job due to a sabotage from my colleague. My mother-in-law went to consult another seer, and the rough translated answer was given to me was, "My wealth cup is drying up." A few months later, I went to consult my metaphysics teacher. What's metaphysics?
Basically, it's a feng shui teacher.
Okay.
Because
So
they say feng shui, it sounds like very mysticism, right? So they go,
Chinese.
metaphysics sounds very science, so it gets past people's
Okay,
skepticism.
because the word meta, like, input Facebook to me.
Yeah. So as long as they can try to science themselves and make it as acceptable to skeptics, they would. Metaphysics.
Probably. Okay. Anyway, I went to consult my metaphysics teacher, and I found that me losing a job was already in my 八字 birth chart. Ooh. My teacher told me that not to blame anyone, as this was due to happen no matter what. He also predicted correctly when I will find us another job, and helped me calculated a lucky date to start. I'm doing so much better now, and in an environment when I'm valued and happier. Okay, Shaman 4. Recently, my mother-in-law went to consult a fortune teller for matters, and also helped me to consult for our family at the same time. My mother-in-law was showing him live in a video call, and he was wearing a tiny round black sunglasses, a bit like those comical type. So I didn't think much of him until he said, roughly through a translation, that my child would be doing fine, except that she got some eczema issue, which is also true. He shared other things about our family as well, and I certainly did not discount him because of his tiny sunglasses anymore. That's all my sharing from Shavans for now. I hope you enjoy reading about my stories, and maybe I will write about my affinity with encounters with my deity next time. Wishing everyone a blessed
Eid,
Eid.
Eid, Eid holidays. Eid Mubarak.
Eid holiday.
Hari Raya.
Woo. This post okay, to disclaimer a bit this post haven't go up yet.
Can you go click on it
Okay.
and approve it, please?
I thought you all need to.
No need lah. Just go and click lah. This is such a good confession.
Okay, can
No,
later I go
I
and
mean,
do
as long as
later.
it's confessions, right? Just approve it. This needs to go up. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, I heard it from boss man.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. Wow.
But good, right? Good, right? When I read
Very
it, I'm
good.
like, wow, shook.
Well, we have another confession, but I think because we say 1 hour 10 minutes, let's have this next week instead. We have enough shock materials for you guys today. I don't know about you all, but frankly, I would say that of all the housekeeping episodes we have done, I think today is right at the top, if not the top itself. I do like it. I do like it a lot.
This one is like the, for the people who know meme, it's like the Obama giving the Obama another prize. You know that meme? Okay, never mind. I Google for you.
Obama giving Obama another prize.
Okay, the whole meaning of the meme is, you pat yourself on the shoulder. Good job.
Okay, I pat you. Belinda, I think you good job lah. Good job. Belinda, you do very good job today.
Wait. I find the Obama meme for you.
Okay.
Then you put in the housekeeping, okay?
Okay. Obama give Obama award.
Yes, you never see that meme before?
No. Is this a millennial
Alamak,
meme?
okay. You need to keep up with times. we need to
Okay,
attract the
got
young audience.
Obama
also,
give
okay?
Obama medal.
Wait, I already sending you WhatsApp. So you can send this to your friend. You just tell own self good job.
What the hell? Wait, how does it? Is this because
It's a
there's
meme. It's a meme.
it's not a wax?
No, this was originally the person receiving the medal is another person. They just
Oh.
Photoshop his face on top. Because it's like, he do so much good thing for the country. Then after that, it's like, he ought to pat himself on the shoulder, lah. That's the meaning, lah.
I found the original.
The original.
This is the
Yeah.
original.
This is the original. But the Obama more funny, ma.
Yeah. Okay, I learned something new today. How old is this meme?
Very old since Obama was in office. That is like, you count, lah.
Shy only lah. Okay. Well, that's it for us today. Do join us for Wednesday. We have Strange World. We'll finish up part 2 of the near-death encounter. Friday, we are back with our featured confession again. And this time, evening at 10 o'clock, our Friday Night Live is back. We have a special guest with us. And this week, we'll be talking about Japanese occupation ghosts. Ghosts haunting from Japanese occupation era. Okay. So all that and more, well, do subscribe, like, and if you are feeling absolutely generous, you can join us as a patron, patreon.com/supernatural confessions, or consider joining us as a member of our YouTube channel for just $3. And or also you can, if you are really interested, and this has really been selling like hotcakes. In fact, I ran out of beats. I have to reorder again. These are beats that I've created and enchanted. So if you like it, go check out our YouTube store. Descriptions and all that are there. Customized to your wrist size. And blessing or not, let me know. If you want it empty, bless it yourself, or you want me to enchant it for you. Yeah, that's it.
Yay.
Own self, pet own self.
Yeah. We should go and get the medal. Let me boy.
Alrighty, for housekeeping today, my name is Eugene.
I'm Belinda.
I'm saying
Lights out.
Alright,
Good
goodbye
night.
everyone.
What did you find? You are listening to Supernatural Confessions.